The apartment is 400 square feet, $612 a month, utilities not included. You count out $20 for groceries on the kitchen counter. Ones and fives, flattened by hand. The number doesn't care how you feel about it. Gerald leans against your cubicle wall at lunch. He's holding a $14 sandwich from the place across the street. You unfold the same brown bag you brought yesterday. He doesn't say anything about it. He doesn't have to. His eyebrows do it for him. Every dollar has a job before it arrives. Rent takes $612. The car, 11 years old, a check engine light that's been on since March, takes what's left over some months. Ramen costs 31 cents a pack. You buy 12. Gerald asks if you're doing some kind of diet. You say no. You don't explain the spreadsheet open on your phone, the one that tracks $20,410 in gross income against $1,701 monthly rent and fixed costs. You don't explain the $340 sitting in a savings account that took 4 months to build. The shift. You stop thinking about money as spending. You start thinking about it as survival. At night, you lie on a mattress on the floor. No frame yet, that's a later problem, and you do the math again anyway. Not out of worry, out of habit. A low arithmetic hum that doesn't turn off when the lights do. Gerald leaves work in a car with a payment attached to it. You walk to the bus stop. He looks at you once through the windshield. You look back. Neither of you says anything. The number doesn't care how you feel about it. It's just there, on the screen, at $340. 4 years later, a pay stub reads $65,000. HR sends a link to enroll in a 401k with a 4% match. You click it during lunch. Not a milestone, just a form. What you don't see grow, you won't miss spending. That's the rule, and you set it up before you can talk yourself out of it. 8% of every check redirected before it touches your account. An expense ratio of 0.04%. You read that number twice. It's the kind of number that means someone isn't taking much from you. Brianna posts a photo from Cabo, infinity pool, drink with a paper umbrella. She tags you in the comments, asks when you're going to live a little. You don't reply. You're still driving the same car Gerald used to look at through his windshield, except now the check engine light is off, and there's $14,600 in a brokerage account that didn't exist 2 years ago. The shift. You stop measuring money in dollars. You start measuring it in percentages. Brianna asks again, in person this time, over coffee she pays $6.75 for. She says you could afford a nicer apartment. You could. You don't say that. You order water. The number doesn't care how you feel about it. It goes up on the months you feel broke, and it goes up on the months you feel fine. And neither of those months asked it a single question. At night, the arithmetic hum is quieter now. Not gone, just further back, like a machine running in another room. The portfolio doesn't know it's supposed to feel bad. It reads minus $41,207 on a Thursday morning and does nothing else. It just sits there, being a number. Your salary is $250,000 now. The account that held $14,600 once holds $612,400 at its peak, 3 weeks before the drop. You watch it fall $600 a minute for 11 minutes, and then you close the laptop. Your brother pulls into your driveway in a new boat, towed behind a truck he financed at 9.4%. He calls the payment nothing, basically. He looks at your car, same one, older now, and asks when you're going to stop pretending to be broke. You don't answer. Your jaw does something. You don't name it. That night you open the laptop again. Your hand is on the mouse, over the button that would move everything to cash. $412,000, one click from becoming safe and small again. You sit with your hand there for 6 minutes. The shift. You stop watching the balance. You start watching the behavior. You close the tab instead. You open the fund's expense ratio sheet, 0.03%, and read it like it's a bedtime story. It is, in a way. It's the only thing in the room that isn't asking you to feel something. The number doesn't care how you feel about it. You say it out loud once to the empty kitchen, and then you go to bed. The kitchen table is the same one from 400 square feet ago. Different apartment, same scratch near the left edge where you set a hot pan down without thinking, years back. The account reads $1,004,300. It's a Tuesday. No one texts you. No one knows. You check the number twice. The second check is out of habit, not disbelief. Then you get up and make coffee. The same brand you bought at $6.49 before you knew what a percentage was. Ellis is on his porch next door, in the same chair, wearing the same jacket he's worn every October for 3 years. He doesn't drive anything new. He doesn't say anything about money, ever. He just waters the same 3 plants every morning in the same order. The shift. You stop chasing the number. You start living beside it. Money stops being the goal once it stops being the threat. You sit at the table with the coffee. You think about $340, the number that took 4 months to build, sitting on a counter in 1s and 5s. You think about how it didn't feel like anything when this one arrived either. The number doesn't care how you feel about it. It never did. That was never its job. You look at the scratch on the table. You don't fix it. The next video is how much you need invested to never work again, the real number. Subscribe. You're already in it.